Please subscribe and you can download this code from description below. Querying a SAP database from Python involves using the appropriate Python libraries to connect to the database, send SQL queries, and retrieve results. One commonly used library for this purpose is pyodbc, which provides an interface for connecting to SAP HANA databases. Here's a step-by-step tutorial on how to query a SAP database from Python using pyodbc. Note, before you begin, make sure you have installed the required libraries, such as pyodbc, and have the necessary SAP HANA ODBC driver installed and configured on your system. You can install pyodbc using pip. Before connecting to the SAP database, you need to set up an ODBC Data Source Name, DSN, for your SAP HANA server. This DSN should include information about the server, database, authentication, and other connection details. To set up the DSN, follow these steps. Open the ODBC Data Source Administrator on your machine. You can typically find it in the control panel or by searching for ODBC in your operating system search bar. Under the System DSN tab, click Add to create a new data source. Select the SAP HANA ODBC driver from the list and configure the connection settings, including server address, port, authentication, and any other relevant information. Save and test the DSN to ensure it connects to your SAP database. Now that you have set up the DSN, you can connect to the SAP database using pyodbc. Here's a code example for connecting to the database. You can execute SQL queries against the SAP database using the cursor object you created in the previous step. Here's an example of how to execute a simple query and retrieve the results. It's important to handle errors and exceptions when working with databases. You can use try and except blocks to manage potential issues, such as database connectivity problems or SQL syntax errors. This tutorial provides a basic overview of how to query a SAP database from Python using pyodbc. Depending on your specific use case and database configuration, you may need to adjust the connection settings and SQL queries accordingly. ChatGPT.